let us quickly go through the process in which I designed this December sales flyer in coreldraw. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. Now, basically, let's hop into coreldraw. Now, what you're going to do is change your paper size. The canvas size we're making use of is 1080 by 1350. Do you understand? In case you're new in CorelDRAW and you don't understand anything, please go and watch my beginners classes. The first video you're going to see on my channel. Do you understand? Now, to do that, come over to your property bar. Now, this is your property bar, guys. Now, under your property bar, locate this unit. All right, locate your unit. Then, under your unit, this is your property bar, guys. This is your property bar. From this place to this place is your property bar. You understand? From this place, all these places are called property bar. Now, select pixels. All right, then you will come over to your page dimension. Make sure you're seeing something like this on your own corridor. It's on every corridor, right? So what you're going to do is change this to 1080. 1080 means 10 and 80. 1080. Then under it, put 1350. That is the portrait canvas size for this flyer. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over to our rectangle tool over here. All right. This is your rectangle tool. So once you select it, double click on it. What I mean by double click is press your mouse, the right hand side of your mouse. All right. This is your mouse. So you're going to press this place 2 times. Do you understand? So once you press it 2 times, this is what you are going to have. It will bring itself to that canvas size you created. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is when you bring this rectangle to by the side, you understand that we have a black line there. It is called an outline. So basically, it's not good for your design. Now, what you're going to do is make sure you remove it by coming over to this white form you're seeing there, that white thing you're seeing there that have red strike on it. When you right click on it, it will remove that line. Then press letter P on your keyboard. When you press letter P on your keyboard, you're going to um revert the or you're going to bring back the rectangle tool you created back to the canvas shape. Do you understand? Now the next thing you're going to do is import your files for this tutorial. Now we're going to come over to file on your menu bar, select import. All right, this is import. Select import. And once you select import, all right, locate where your files are saved. All right, locate where the file is saved. This and this. Now click on import. Now I'm going to drop this over here. Now I want to download a background that we're going to make use of this background. Now the official color for this brand is lemon green and black. All right, primary color is uh, the lemon and secondary color is black. So we're going to come over to um, our Chrome browser. Go to Pinterest. All right, you can type Pinterest.com. Right? When you come over to Pinterest, search for black background. All right, because that's what we're going to make use of. I don't want to use the normal regular black on corridor, so I'm coming to Pinterest to download the background that has some sparkles on it. So basically, we're going to select the one that has less sparkles. So we're going to go with this one. All right. So this is the one we are going to go with. This particular one. Do you understand? Now, I'm going to right click and select copy, or you can go ahead and download it if you feel like downloading. Then you can paste it using Control V to paste it. All right. Now I'm going to bring this one down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and select power clip and place it. Now, let me explain. Right. When you right click on image, now this is the reason why we created the rectangle, because now I cannot just place this thing here. It will not fit in. It will not fit into the frame. This is the frame we are working with. This is the frame. This white one you're seeing here. is the frame we are working with, right? Now you can see that this one, this black one is going out of frame. You can see it is going out of frame. Do you understand? Now for us to enable it size up with that Canva frame uh, we are working with, we're going to power clip it inside, right? Inside the frame so it will fit into the Canva frame. Do you understand? Now to do that, you're going to right click on this image. Right click simply means use the right click. There's a button on your mouse. Click on it, then this option will come up. Now the option you're going to go with is the power clip inside container. Do you understand? Other corridor will tell you power clip inside container. Now what you're going to do is right click and select power clip. Then this arrow will come up asking you where do you want to power clip me into. Now it's giving you an option to power clip this image into this um this Canva frame you have. So now you can left click on it. Now you can see it has actually fit into this frame. That's fit into this frame. Nothing is going out of frame. So, but there's something left. You can see that over here it's giving us the white this thing. So in Photoshop, sometimes you will use all this their magic fill to fill it up. But here you right click and select edit power clip. Then you have to um, scale this up this way. All right. Now this is too much for the background. It's too sparkling. Like the sparkling stuff is a lot. So we're going to use our transparency tool. All right. This is your transparency tool over here. So we're going to use it. Reduce the opacity. All right. You can see you can use this one to reduce the radius. This particular stuff you're seeing here. So use it to reduce the radius this way. You can use my settings 60 pixels. All right. So once you do that, you come over to your colors over here and give it this black color. All right. You can see it have reduced, but it does not reduce to the extent I want. So go back. Maybe you can increase it to maybe 70. So it's still on the background, but it's not something you will see much. You don't have to make it too much. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do is bring in this background. Sorry, this logo and place it over here. All right. So once you place it over here, now the next thing, this is the brand logo, guys. So the next thing you're going to do is I'm going to bring in my text. All right. This is 30 December sales up to 50% off. So I'm going to cut all this information and go to my text tool, then use Ctrl V to paste it. So I'm going to give it a white color so we can actually see what we're working with. All right. So basically, this is it. So I'm going to cut this text, paste it over here, Ctrl X to cut, Ctrl V to paste. I'm going to break this apart and break this apart. So the font I'll be making use of this is Bebas Neu. I've write everything down for you guys. You can see it here. So Bebas Neu is the font. We're going to make use of this. All right. So while it's loading, please make sure you're subscribing. Now this is Bebas Neu font. All right. So now I'm going to break it apart using Ctrl K. So once you click on Ctrl K on your keyboard, or for the big boys, you can use Command K. That is for those using MacBook. You understand? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to bring this guy here, scale it up this way, all right? Then for this one, I'm going to bring something like this. I'm going to create a box like this, all right? Then we're going to make use of this brand color, which is this. So to get your color, come over to your color eyedropper tool, this one. You're going to select it, come over to this color over here, then drop it here. Do you understand? Now, once you select your eyedropper tool and pick the color, you can see the color over here. So you can see the color, right? So the color is there. So anywhere you drop that color, it will affect that place. It will affect on that place. You understand? Now, this is what you're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in this guy, all right? Then give it black color. Scale it up this way to fit into that frame. All right. I'm going to scale it up this way. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my shape tool. Reason why I want to bring in my shape tool is you can see this stuff you're seeing here. This thing you're seeing here. What did I teach you guys that it's useful? Wasting I tell you and say this thing that they use and do. Now, this is what is used for. You can use it to increase the spacing or reduce it. Do you understand? Do you understand? Sometimes you see spaces will be like this, some text will be like this, very close to each other. That is what is used for. Ṣùgbọ́n, you got to go. Now, you're going to bring this one here, bring this guy here, make sure they are aligned together. Now, bring this guy over here, scale it up. But the font to be making use of this one is called Monstrat. It's called Monstrat. It's called. Okay. Now, you're going to highlight this, Control A, then use Shift on your keyboard, Shift F3 to change the case to uppercase. Uppercase simply means making everything capital letter, capital letter. Now, you're going to bold this, all right? Bring this guy over here. Once you do that, you're going to basically highlight everything, click it again. Let me do it again. Highlight everything, click it again to change. You can see that your anchor point have changed to something curvy. That is telling you what? It's telling you what? You can rotate me. Ṣùgbọ́n, now you can select any of this and not any of this. So don't rotate it like this. You see, it's not making sense. Use the one that is in the middle. This one that has two arrow up, two arrow down. This is the one I mean. This one you're seeing here. Use it and drag this guy over here. Drag it up this way. Now you see the difference between this one and this one. Here you see, this is more amateur and this is more professional. Ṣùgbọ́n, now, once you do that, you're going to do what? Scale this guy up. And we have our December sales team over here. Now I'm going to do something over here by bringing this rectangle to draw a box here. So once I draw a box, I'm going to give it this color. I'm going to convert it to curve, to object, to curve, right? That's to curve, right? I'm going to convert it to curve. Now once you convert it to curve, it will change to an object. It's just like in Photoshop, um, rasterize. That's what they call it. Now I'm going to right click, select convert to curve. Shortcut is Control plus Q. Now once you convert anything to curve, it has become an object. Now you can actually use your shape tool to manipulate it. Now what is shape tool used for? It is used to manipulate an object. Ṣùgbọ́n, do you understand? It is used to manipulate an object. Now I'm going to bring this guy over here. All right. Then bring this one over here this way. So once I do that, I'm going to bring this guy over here this way. Let me do it manually. I'm going to bring another one. Right? I'm going to bring another one, put it over here. All right. So once I do that, I'm going to make sure they are aligned together this way. All right. So once I do that, I'm going to right click and select convert to curve. Once I convert it to curve, I'm going to use my shape tool. My mouse is doing something I don't. So I'm going to select my shape tool, drag this one over here. All right. Once I drag it that way, I'm going to delete this node, and this is what you're going to have. So I'm going to reduce this one to make sure they are fitted to frame. If you cannot draw this, go and watch my beginners class. If you cannot draw this is one of the most simplest thing I know anybody can draw on earth. So if you cannot draw this, go and watch my beginners class. I'm going to reduce this guy. Make sure it is aligned to this. Bring in your ruler. You can see it's not aligned. So bring in your ruler, bring it inside. So delete your ruler. Do you understand? So once you do that, you're going to copy this one, place it here. All right. Then use your mirror tool. This is your mirror tool over here. All right. Then select this one, change it this way, change it this way. All right. Bring this guy over here. And this is what you are going to have. I'm going to reduce this guy. All right. So I'm going to reduce this guy this way and reduce this one this way. All right. Once I do that, this is what you are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in. I don't know what's wrong with this mount. All right, I'm going to bring in this guy over here. All right, I'm going to scale it up this way. So once I scale it up this way, this is what you're going to have. This is what you are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up this way, highlight everything, right? Then I'm going to bring in my rectangle tool again, draw a box over here, maintaining the same color. Then I'm going to right click and select convert to curve. I'm going to convert to my shape tool and delete this node you're seeing here. This is node. This is a node. This thing you're seeing here is a node. So you can manipulate it using your shape tool. I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to take it up this way. All right. Let's not delete everything. Just bring it down here a bit. All right. So take this one up. You can actually use your shape to shift page up to bring this one up this way. Then bring this guy down here a bit. Then you can take this one up this way, and you can leave that to that. And the next thing you're going to do is we're going to apply a shadow to this by coming over here, select your ellipse to draw over here, give it a black color. Now convert it to, or before you convert to effect, select blur, select Gaussian blur. All right, then you can increase the radius to this. Then you can convert it to bitmap. Once you convert it to bitmap, you can drag this one down, bring it. Somebody don't understand how I drag it. See a node here. How they paying you? See, look at this node. You can see this node. Drag it this way, make it smaller. It will turn to a line. You can actually uh, add a shadow this way. Bring another one here. Do you understand? All the tires need to have shadow because the light is reflecting directly on it. So to enable it look as if it's sitting on that stuff. Ṣùgbọ́n, now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to come over to this and cut this. All right. You're going to cut this, paste it over here. Now what you're going to do now is you're going to bring in your rectangle to draw a box over here, right? Give it a white color. Now select your shape tool. You can work on the round corner shape, right, this way. Then put that over here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to select this one. Let's change the font to monster, right? All right. So you're going to cut this one, place it over here, give it a black color. Now what you're going to do is you're going to bring this one over here, bold this. Once you bold it, right, you're going to increase this guy this way. Now bring this one, make it smaller, place it just right here. All right, place it just right here. Then basically you can select your maybe your ellipse tool and cut this, trim this over here. Once you trim it, you can just place this one over here. Now this is the reason why I say pay attention. You can see this over shape, right? You can see this over shape. This is the over shape, right? This one. If you select it together with this one and go to trim, trim will trim this over shape, the shape you're seeing there. To trim it will trim it. It will trim it off, right? You can actually place this one here. It has trimmed that text, giving you the shape of that over shape. Just part of it, just to easy to cut out some part of that stuff. I don't know how to explain this thing to you guys. Shy, I understand. You guys understand. Now you're going to bring this one, reduce it this way. All right. Then cut this one, place it here, give it a white color. Now for this one, you can bold it. Now you can actually change this to uppercase. All right. Once you place that over here, this is what you're going to have. All right. This is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to group everything using Ctrl G. I'm going to bring my ellipse tool again, put something, um, a box over here. Now select this boot, this one, and go to trim again and trim it. If you don't understand, just give that in a black color to still work. Just give the round one and black color. You understand? Now highlight this, click on it again to get your rotation anchor point. Now this time around, don't do this. No, 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 don't do this. Use your Akonuche and know what you're supposed to do at some point. Do you understand? Now rotate this one using your rotation anchor point. Rotate it again, place it over here. Now what you're going to do is select your freehand tool, draw something like this, place it here. Now give it white color. Do you understand? As if the Aboki is Aboki simply means my friend. Do don't misquote me. Aboki means my friend. Now you can just keep that there, making it look as if it is. Now let's make it professional. I wanted to leave it like that, but let's join it together. Now you can see as if it's hanging on this stuff. Now basically reduce it because it's not meant to be that big like that. Now you're going to bold this one, convert it to uppercase. And once you convert it to uppercase, this is what you're going to have. Now you're going to make this one this way. All right. Place it here. Use your shape tool. I told you shape tool is used. You can use it to reduce or increase spacing. So I'm going to reduce the spacing this way, and I'm going to scale this guy up this way. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in my rectangle to draw a line over here, then give it this color. Now somebody will ask me, why did I do this? Now sometimes you have to create some stuff, right, to draw attention to a particular place. So I brought that, I just made that to draw attention to that particular text. You understand? So we're going to reduce this guy over here, reduce it this way. Now you can increase this one a bit, right? And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to cut this, give it the same font, Bebas Bebas New, or is it Bebas New? Right? So it says sales starts 6 to, okay, 1st to 6th December. Sales don't start. Now you're going to reduce this, right? Increase this, all right? Now you can give this one, all right, let's give this one this, right? But this sales start needs to be, I think, needs to be bold. Let me try it though. Let me try. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, all right. So leave it the way it was. Sales starts 6 to this December. All right. Put this one here and increase this one. Make sure they are aligned together. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my um freehand tool, draw a line this way. Let me do it this way. Let me do it. Draw this, draw another one like this, and give it this, then bring it over here. It's just a line, guys. Don't be confused. Now use your mirror tool to flip it to the place you want. All right, flip it to where you want. It's gonna be this way. Now this is what you're going to have, guys. So make sure it is aligned properly. Now you can align it from here, from the edge of this one. All right, align it from there. So you can see we aligned this text to the edge of this one, so to create a balance. Do you understand? Now this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to reduce this guy. I'm going to reduce this looking big. Uh-huh. You understand? Now I'm going to bring this one, this way. Change the font to Monster. Then I'm going to reduce it this way. I'm going to bring in this guy over here, give it a black color. All right. Then I'm going to bring this one over here, give it some spacing, make it. We're going to select this one, select this, then take it up a bit. That is it, guys. I'm going to bring this one over here, right? And you can leave this to this. Choose to bold it. Nope, don't bold it. Leave it just the way it is. So for here, I'm going to bring in um over to this and type location icon, right? So you can choose anyone and select this one, copy it, come over to this, paste it, all right? Then you can reduce it this way, all right? So what you're going to do is bring it over here, then come over to trace bitmap outline trace. You can do quick trace. Let's see if it works. Quick trace will just trace it immediately, all right? Then you can ungroup it this way, then basically delete this one, delete this one, all right? So make sure you delete everything. Now you're going to bring this guy this way, place this one here, leave it to the black color that it is, reduce it this way, all right? So you're going to do the same to this one. So come over to this and type phone icon, all right? So mm, okay, so basically select the one that works for you guys. Or for the phone, choose WhatsApp. Yep, since it's a sales, blah blah blah. So they can actually call on WhatsApp same time. So choose WhatsApp. Yes, WhatsApp. Reduce this, right? Bring it over here. Now come over to this and you can select quick trace. Right, so delete this one. I've taught you guys these things, guys. Normally, I will just do copy and paste, come drop and for that place. But for the sake of those who are joining us, I'll just remove all the white particles, guys. Then reduce it and place it over here. All right, so this one, do it this way. All right, place it just right here. Now for this one, this is the Instagram handle. So you come over to Pinterest, type IG icon. All right, so once you type that, let's select this one, copy, or let's select this one, copy, paste, big, reduce, and bring this guy over here. Do you understand? Then what you're going to do is quick trace, delete this one, delete this, remove the white stuff you're seeing there, paste it over here. I'm just doing this thing because of those of you who are joining us. Right now, this is how we made this flyer in coreldraw. Initially, me, I don't like putting this stuff that is recommended. I like leaving it. I don't know. If you're in my shoes, fine. I like leaving it that way. So, guys, let me take this guy up a bit. Remember, we aligned it with this. So, we're going to take it up, same up, So this is how we designed this unique flyer, sales flyer in coreldraw. If you have any question, please drop me a comment in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video.